So who's still buzzing about beating Spurs last week? I am. I'm over the moon. I got a little bit of hate for it, to be fair, saying why that weren't a statement. This day was shit. Before we played Spurs, everyone was telling me they're going to derail your season. After we beat Spurs, people were telling me it's only Spurs, they're relegation fodder. Make your fucking mind up, people. Jesus Christ almighty. Anyway, that win means nothing if we don't back it up and get the momentum, keep the momentum going against Chelsea. Chelsea are going to look to try and derail us as well. Chelsea, listen, everyone in the league is on Arsenal's back. There's the one or two people maybe that would prefer Arsenal to win the league this year over City because they're bored of City of winning the league all the time. I know Liverpool are the champions, but, you know, City won it four times running before that, and you know, they are an animal. They are a juggernaut. They're an amazing team, and they've got the best manager that God's put breath into, Pep Guardiola. I know he's always done it when he's had a few quid, you know, to spend. He's always been able to build his teams. I like to see him do it with a team that ain't got the money. But apart from that, he's still the GOAT, isn't he? Better than the Wengers and the Ferguson, everybody else anyway. Let's not keep going on about Pep Guardiola. Listen, we've got Chelsea. And we do need to win. We need to keep winning because City are breathing down their necks. They do play before us. They play before us this week. And then we've got to play on Sunday. They could close the gap to 2 points again. I know they done the same thing last week, didn't they? They won their game and then we had to beat Spurs to get the 5 points. We've got to hope City slip or just win every game. If City slip up, it gives us a little bit of breathing space. Can't see it happening. We might even go down to the Etihad when we play each other. That's what I'm thinking. That's going to be probably the season decider, that game at the Etihad. Few weeks down the line yet, but that looks to be the season decider, depending on how we go in between. So I've got a feeling, got a little, you know, when you get that little butterfly feeling in your stomach that, oh God, it's why does it have to come after a London derby against Spurs? Why have we got to go into a very difficult game against Chelsea? Why couldn't it have been an easier game for us? But you know, we don't, we can't control the fixture list. It's done at the start of the season, and it is what it is. But we've got Chelsea next. I really wish it would have been an easier game, but they are finding a bit of form. Chelsea under Liam Rossini, he's got on playing again pretty well. Enzo Maresca sort of lost it a little bit, I think, but Liam Rossini, he has got on playing again. But they're still not great, to be fair. They're not, I don't think they're pulling up any trees, really. And I don't want to tempt fate. I don't want the football gods in there to strike me down. But I fancy us. I've got that little butterfly feeling. But I've got to think about it from the outside. Not as a fan. And I don't want to be too overconfident or too pessimistic, but I fancy us beating them. I really do, and I think they've got what the second half of that Tottenham game showed me was we had to fight. We had to fight to, like, the belief seems to be different this season, if you like. I don't know. I think the players sort of were sitting in their dressing room at half time. Maybe I'm just surmising. I mean, I don't know for sure, obviously, but I'm just thinking to myself, unless they've got a rollicking from Arteta as well, which I would piss myself laughing if he started shouting at me. But anyway, I think there seems to have a change. Like, you know, in the past when things happen and adversity and they're sticking it on us. Other teams, Spurs didn't really stick it on us, but they did equalise. But what I'm saying is, their head sort of, they lost their heart, they lost their confidence, they lost the, you know, they was all, they didn't have the fight. But what it showed me they have got the fight. And, you know, we are going to do this for the fans, and we're going to win the league this year. We're going to break our backs trying at least. And I think we're going to do it. I think we're going to beat Chelsea. I really do. And I fancy 2-0. I fancy we're going to do them too. I don't think they're going to score. Liam Delap's, don't know if he's injured, but he hasn't really hit the ground running at all. We ain't got a lot of goals. João Pedro's playing all right, but I think, you know, Gabriel and Saliba, I think we can. There have been a couple of little mistakes in recent weeks, to be fair, but I think they're fired up for this. The second half of that game said to me that everyone's fired up and they're fighting for each other, and I think Gabriel and Saliba will have enough to cope with João Pedro. Or he probably score an hat-trick now, me saying that. But anyway, it's just my luck, that is. But I fancy us winning 2-0. I do. I've got a little sneaky feeling I fancy we're going to do them. And, you know, it's going to keep going and going and going to the wire. Man City going to win, we're going to win. Or we're going to win, Man City are going to win. I think it's going to go to the game of the Etihad. That's what I think, anyway. But here's how I would set up for it. Obviously, David Raya in goal. Returning from last week when I didn't pick him, but, excuse me, I will pick him this week. Right back, Julian Timber. And then we're going to go with Saliba and Gabriel. At left back, now I was contemplating changing the left back, but then I thought, you know, Hensapi or Hencapié or however you pronounce his name, he's played very well. I know Ricardo Calafiore, I think he's getting back to full fitness. But I think he's been a bit ropey, a bit suspect. A bit more suspect than Saliba's been. Saliba's been a little bit suspect. Declan Rice was suspect against Spurs in the first half. But, you know, they have their moments sometimes. The players have a slight lack of concentration for a minute or a second and it's on top. But I think I'll stick with Hencapié or Hensapié or however you pronounce his name. I'm sticking with him at left back. Going into the midfield, Declan Rice, Zubimendi and Eze. Them three in the midfield. Over on the right, Saka. Over on the left-hand side, we're going to go Martinelli. And up front, through the middle, we're going to stick with Gyökeres. Scored the brace against Spurs last time out, as did Eze. I'm sticking with Gyökeres. I know I've said bring him off the bench, super sub, but I'm wrong. I'm wrong about that. When I've seen him in the last couple of games, I think, yes, start him. Start him. He's finding his feet. He's getting his momentum. He's getting his confidence back, which is the most important thing. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section. Stick a like on the video, and I'll see you soon.